This one's for all the people in the comment section of my previous video who were complaining that I could still race Category B even though I was a Category C.
Wouldn't exactly say I'm racing on fresh legs here. Been trying to wake up early in the morning, do some Zone 2 training rides. So I did that earlier this morning for a solid hour, about 20 miles or so. This is that same evening, and I am mentally very prepared for this race. I know exactly how it goes. I know how the hills are. I know how to just kind of handle it. So like mentally, I'm there. Again, the legs aren't exactly fresh, but I'm hanging in pretty well. And actually, I kind of told myself, if I last 3 minutes in this Category B race, I'll consider this whole thing a success. And actually, it's off to a pretty good start, and the heart rate is also off to a pretty good start. I mean, 170 already. That's high, but I'm in like with the group, and it's not a huge pack either. Only about 40 or so other riders, so not mega. And honestly, that might be because it is a more of a hilly course. So this is the Richmond roller coaster. As you all know at this point, the videos have been flooding the YouTube. So have the Cat B complaints, and basically making this one to prove the haters wrong, or at least an attempt to. So here we go. This is up that first hill. Heck if I know the name. I don't pay that close of attention, even though this is one of the very few courses in the good old USA. Anyways, I am fighting, but I'm like in the group. So I'm just, I don't know, I guess it would be looking at the mini map, kind of mid-pack of that front group. But if you look at the group, I'm kind of off the back of the front group. Whereas in my Category C race, I was the first guy, which was exceptional for my confidence. So I'm grinding it out, trying not to completely rip the doors off because I know what lies ahead in this. And I'm really just trying to stay with the group as much as I can. I'm not trying to be first across the line. Sure as heck not trying to get dropped. Just trying to be with the group. So even here as we kind of go down the little hill, like I kick it up one more time, just to like, you know, stay with the group. And I'm definitely not trying to lose to a guy in a bucket hat either, or a guy with a squirrel hat. But that's just me and personal preference. So now we bomb this descent, and I don't exactly want to use my aero boost. I want it to be an actual power up for me, but this was a little bit more so of the survival kind of a time. So I went ahead and used it on the descent. I felt it was best for survival, like I said, and stay or catch up with the group. So back in with this front group. I don't know, there's 15 or so, and we round the corner and we spike it up this hill again. I stand up. I mean, healthy 184 I just saw. Heart rate, I mean, that's pretty high. I haven't been this high in a while, let alone consistently or holding that for a while. So here we go, 185 I just saw. And trying to stay with everybody. I don't want to be going backwards. I don't have the legs to be going forwards. And if I remember right, I think this is the hill where you get that like numb feeling in your legs, where like, you know, when you work a muscle group and you get that swell, that pump. Yeah, I had that in my quads on this hill. Not so much the first one, but doing it back to back like that. Yeah, that's where I got it. So again, kind of falling off the back a little bit here. I stand up, put in a dig. That was actually my highest power, 878 watts, I believe, is right there. And do this little bit of a micro burst, if you will. Might be illegal, but again, this is survival. So I'm in with the group. We do this descent now, and here we are, over 5 minutes. So yeah, success. Here we are. This is, if I'm counting the 3 minutes as a win, well, I made it to 5, and I'm still with this front group actually. So now this, again, I kind of use it for that survival mode a little bit. I use my drafting boost just to stay in with the group, just to be with them, because this is the part, I know this section is going to be flat overall, and I kind of expected him to just blast it, and actually that didn't happen. So maybe in hindsight I didn't need to use my drafting boost, but I'm glad I did because I'm here with the group. So trying my best to recover now. And I mean, the Flat is Fast series, I was not hanging in whatsoever on those flat courses. So I was definitely most nervous about this section. And then the very ending section that's flat as well was gonna be kind of the tougher parts, I thought, in addition to the entire course, which is pretty stinking tough. So not exactly saying I got recovery in. I'm still pushing some power down, I think. You know, it gives and takes a little bit, but just looking at the power profile, I mean, yeah, on that descent there was some rest. That's where it's in the gray. But then it's also like in the blue, it's in the yellow, it's in that like threshold range. And look, I mean, I'm like kind of going backwards a little bit. There's a little bit of space in front of me. So it's like I got to close that down. I really got to stay with the group. I have guys all around me to actually get some draft without, you know, I don't know. It was just, that was like threading the needle of like, okay, stay with the group and don't rip my legs off, but this is category B, so I'm going to get my legs ripped off, and I'm probably not going to be able to stay with the group. So basically a lose-lose situation all the way around. But as we kind of finish up this flat portion, I'm not in terrible shape right now. Mid 160s for the heart rate. That's not bad, actually. Now my legs are hurting. I'm sweating like a pig, sure, because I'm sitting with this front group here. However, this is kind of where it all starts to go south as soon as the road pitches up, and it's kind of this long climb, and this is where I was trying to stay with them, and then it's like, okay, I can't do it. I can't keep up with everybody. So we're gonna skip way ahead here. This is kind of like just the final sprint, if you will. Just kind of roll across the line. I was with a couple other guys, 21st out of 40 some. Not terrible, actually. Quite pleased with it because I finished, and I was with the front group for the majority of the race.
3.4, 20-minute power. 4.2 for 5.5 for a minute. Can you guys see that? I can see my breath in here. 26:46. It is faster than my category C time, naturally. 186 max heart rate, 878 on that climb. Dude, that second climb, or wherever that even is, I'm trying to go for that downhill. It's faster than my all-out. That was not an all-out sprint. Never mind. All right, let's look at this. 1 minute. 4:35. 5 minute. Yeah, it was 3 minutes. 3:58.